Hello guys, welcome to SAFC Fan TV with me, the SAFC Exiled Mackem Owen. It's match day, guys. It's another match day. We've been spoilt at the moment with the games coming thick and fast. Obviously, Saturday, Wednesday, and then Sunday against Cardiff City, who did win last night. Shame they're coming into form. Anyway, we play Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park tonight in what promises to be a very tough game. Blackburn coming off the back of a victory over Middlesbrough. But then again, let's face it, that's not a great achievement these days, given how poor Middlesbrough are. Blackburn have definitely changed their style from last season when they were a very dour, boring defensive team that had very much a safety first. Apparently this season they are more attacking. They are more go forward, which ironically might actually suit Sunderland a whole lot better, giving us space to exploit them in behind and given the talent that we have in our squad, that is obviously a good thing. Now, some do have injury worries, injury outages. Is that the right word? I don't know. Ahead of tonight's game, Pierre-Emerick unfortunately is out and will probably miss the Cardiff game on Sunday as well. It's a massive loss given that the impact that Pierre has had this season and how he's really grown as a player and grown into the Sunderland starting lineup. Bradley Dack also misses out against his former club, out for 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring tweak. Yes, another hamstring tweak going on top of Dennis Serkin's hamstring tweak. It's time for us to sack the hamstring coach, whoever that is, if we have one. So players missing. So we have obviously interesting decisions to make ahead of tonight's game. Now, how do we approach this game tonight? Well, I think, what we need to do is we need to play with that usual counter-attacking speed and style that we've got. The style that really enabled us to have outstanding away form last season when we were probably one of the top 5 teams in the championship for our away form. Absolutely outstanding play by our lads away from home. Now we need to have that same attacking talent, that same counter-attacking at speed. Now I've had a thought about the lineup for tonight, and I've got to say I must have redrafted this lineup. God knows how many times, guys. God knows how many times. But this is what I've settled on for tonight, obviously given injuries and other concerns for the squad. So I'm going to go with Mason Burstow up front. I think we need to continue Mason's development and continue, getting used to having a striker again. My goodness, it's been a long time without actually having an out-and-out striker, isn't it? And now we've got possibly 4 by the end of this month. Wow, amazing. And obviously, no Nazari Rusin tonight. His work permit, visa, whatever it is, still hasn't come through yet. I guess when you are trying to get something from the Ukraine, they do have other more pressing problems at this moment in time. Now, behind Burstow, I would put Robert into that attacking 10 role. I know there's calls for Pritch to go in there, but I just feel Pritch has been more effective off the bench, to be honest with you, on reflection. 5 appearances this season off the bench, all have been outstanding. He's really made a difference when he's come on. So I think that's, again, something he can do tonight if required. So I put Roberts there, give Roberts a bit of a free role, let him go where he wants. Let him play very much like Ahmad did last year. He's the one player, I think, who has the similar sort of skill set to Ahmad. Perhaps not as good as Ahmad, but certainly very talented. Barr and Clark, I think, start wide. Clark was brilliant on Saturday, and Barr, first half, not so great. Second half was much better. And also then you can have that link up between Roberts and Barr, which was superb on Saturday. Now, Tony Mowbray kind of dropped a little hint, didn't he, in his press conference, talking about the fact that Joe Bellingham can play in any sort of position across midfield and play in multiple positions. I think that was a little bit of a hint that he will play tonight, and he will play alongside Dan Neil in that 2 in front of our back 4. Dan, who's been great this season, an unsung hero, and has come up for some unnecessary stick from some of our fans, which I think is not fair, as he kind of changes his style of play to be more suited to that kind of holding midfield role. The kind of midfielder who never gets the credit for doing the donkey work. A little bit like the abuse, I suppose, that some fans would give Corey Evans when he played last season. The back 4, I think, pretty much picks itself with Dennis Serkin and Adji Elise out. Now, Huggins, I think, will start at left back. He did a decent job on Saturday and was only taken off because, obviously, of the tactical change to exploit QPR's 10 men with some outstanding in-game management from our head coach, Mr. Mowbray. 9 and Ballard pick themselves at central defence. They've been rock solid recently, and I think we'll deal with the Blackburn attack tonight. Get 9 or 09 on Smodic, or whatever he's called, their attacking midfielder, who's one of their biggest threats. Nullify him, and I think you nullify Blackburn. Try Hume, who is, in my opinion, the best right back in the championship, has to start at right back. Although Tony did make an interesting comment, didn't he, yesterday, saying that Try Hume could play centrally. a little hint, maybe? Or is Tony going to come out and throw a complete curveball and did as he did at Wigan away last season and come with 3 at the back, given our lack of left backs and a bit of a 3-4-3 system? I don't know. Obviously, we'll find out around about 6:45 tonight when the team is released. Well, guys, let me know what your team is for tonight. My prediction, I'm going to stick to the prediction I came up with on SAFC Fan TV the other day, a 2-1 victory for Sunderland tonight as we continue our winning run, building towards that game against the team from the Principality on Sunday. As always, let's finish it in the way we always finish videos on the SAFC Exiled Mackem channel. Away the lads. Come on, Sunderland. Keep the faith.